Hello. I just wanted to tell you about my fabulous experiences with Dr. Stephanie O'Brien, and I almost come to tears when I think about it. I have a history of needing chiropractic that started, I realized, when I was about 40. I wish to goodness I had known about this and the importance of it much, much earlier than that. I had a history with horses and growing up with them, and many times we part ways with a horse and end up crashing and burning and that kind of thing. And having ridden about 6 to 7 days a week almost all my life, um, I had my share of that: fox hunting, jumping, etc. In February of 2017, I had not ridden very much for about 10 years, and I started riding again. But what I didn't realize is that all the crookedness that had happened in my spine over the decades had really paid havoc on my spine, and that my muscles had actually held up my spine. That was what was holding me straight. And I had some really strong back muscles. When I started riding seriously again, within a short period of time, I got off one time and went, uh-oh, something's not right. And went to a chiropractor, 3 slipped vertebrae, L3, 4, and 5. Went to 2 or 3 different chiropractors trying to find the right method of how to deal with this, because there was no way I was going to go to surgery. And everybody was saying, that's the only way you can do this. Make a long story short, stayed with one for quite some time, did decompression for a while. It certainly unlocked a lot of emotional things that are usually stored in our bodies also. And then the back was getting better, very much better. And the dislocated shoulder on the right that happened in September of 2011, being jerked by a very young horse, and we kind of unscrambled over the concrete floor. Not really felt very happy with the regular medical industry. It was time to start working on the shoulder. And none of the chiropractors that I had been to really seemed to know how to deal with that. So I asked another chiropractor that is a friend of mine, Dr. Michelle Sabra in Marietta, way too far away. For me, I said, who in my neck of the woods could really deal with this? And she says she sends all of her clients to Dr. Stephanie O'Brien that live in this area, because Dr. Stephanie is so freaking amazing. And so, not about the money, about the wellness, about the whole person. And I knew I could trust Dr. Michelle, because she's the only NeuroLink chiropractor on, I think, the East Coast, and has also a commitment to wellness. So I went with that kind of a referral. I was going to try this lady out. And I have been so happy. And she worked on that shoulder for 3 to 6 months, and it was not where she wanted it to be. So without any extra cost, she took me and had me have 4 different x-rays in her office on the difficult shoulder and the better shoulder, because I did not have full use of it at all. Then she started working on it even more seriously. And at one point she even said, go to a really good massage therapist and see if there's scar tissue. So she has no trouble referring you to someone else if she feels there might be another avenue with somebody else's expertise that can help with that. Make a long story short, that is the shoulder that was dislocated, and that did not really receive any true help for about 9 years. And I'm 72 right now. Usually look a little bit better when I haven't been partying as much on the weekend. But due to Dr. Stephanie, I can now party very well. We did all sorts of fun things last night with our arms and with our feet and so forth. So a lot of people don't understand the importance of having correct alignment in your spine, because all the nerves are connected to different organs. And I remember my mother always had heart issues. Well, that was because her T4 was out. And you don't fix this overnight. In fact, I pray that everybody who listens to this tells everybody to have any kids or grandkids immediately adjusted after their birth. It would save them so much. These little things, they could start off so much better than what we did. Anyway, I just want to let you know that she is freaking awesome, and I hope you give her a chance, because I trust her 200%. Thank you.